Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, the most merciful, all praise be to Allah. We praise Him, we ask for His help, we ask for His forgiveness. We seek refuge with Allah from the wickedness of ourselves and from the badness of our deeds. Whoever been given by Allah guidance, then nobody can be misguided for him. Whoever misguided by Allah, then nobody can be guided for him. I bear witness no God worthy to worship except Allah, only Him, no associate for Him. And I bear witness that Muhammad is His messenger and His servant. O Allah, give good praise upon Muhammad and the family of Muhammad. Give good praise upon Abraham and the family of Abraham. O Allah, bless upon Muhammad and the family of Muhammad. Bless upon Abraham and the family of Abraham. Very most worthy of brothers and more exalted in glory. Today, Alhamdulillah, we managed to come together to continue our topic, Arabic for Understanding Quran. For we already finished all the topic concerning until the explanation about the preposition or huruf jar, what related to huruf jar in the Quran. That we managed to also discuss about when the huruf jar being associated with the not personal the personal pronoun relative pronouns ma. What will happen to it? We show it because inside the Quran the usage of that particular usage is there. Alhamdulillah. Okay. So today, inshallah, we go into adverb, or being called in Arabic as zarf, az-zarfu. Similar to other language, Arabic has own set of adverbs. These adverbs are divided into two groups: those which describe time and those which describe place. The two groups are the following. So the first one we will go into are the adverb of time. And we mentioned that changeable or mu'rab is actually because the form of that adverbs can be differentiated. Like you say yaumun, suddenly it become yauman, and can be yaumin. You know, the end vowel sign can change into other form. That is called as changeable or mu'rab. In Arabic, it's called as mu'rab. Bismillah. Green tea, is it? Alhamdulillah. Changeable and inchangeable. So like we mentioned before, the thing that we learned until today, like the huruf jar, preposition, the personal pronouns, the demonstrative pronouns, the relative pronouns, all of it actually inchangeable, cannot be changed. The form will be like that, however it is. Wherever it is, it will be like that. Like the word huwa will be huwa wherever it is until the end of the time. Alladhi, alladhina. So because of that, when I say to all of you, remember the words, its form, and understand its meaning, because inside the Quran you will be seeing that the same from the beginning until the end. From the beginning until the end. But when we say, like our topic today, the adverb that changeable or mu'rab, the form can be seen in different state. Like there being said there, the word yauma. You can see that word yaum in the Quran. Sometimes it will be yaumu. Sometimes it will be yaumi. Like in the Surah Al-Fatihah, when Allah Ta'ala said about Himself, Maliki Yaumiddin. Maliki Yaumiddin. You know, the mim is being given under or kasrah vowel sign. It will not be just like that the whole time. That's why it's called changeable. The word changeable is in Arabic. It's actually, we can say that every name, every common name, every words, the name of object and everything are changeable. We change the sound. I don't want to go into the grammar aspect. I just want to say to you from this aspect of sound, like the word Muhammad can be Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin. Like you say in the Quran, Muhammadur Rasulullah, Muhammadun Rasulullah. Like when you say Shahadah, wa ashhadu anna Muhammadan Rasulullah. And when you say Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin, you know the vowel sign is changeable. That is what we meant when you say changeable. Huh? Yes, by its position. By its position. Okay, such as, I can show you a little here. But like I said, I don't want to teach you grammar yet. But for you to understand, I have to make an example. This is an example. So that you all know what I'm talking about. Okay. Like the word Muhammadun. Muhammad. So the end, the sign at the end. If I say Ja'a Muhammadun, I say the other way, I say Ra'aitu, I saw Muhammadan. Double vowel sign. Apa? Oh, marartu, I pass by bi Muhammadin. So if you can see here, when Muhammadun, Muhammadan, Muhammadin, that is the meaning that this word changeable. Same as when I say Yaum. Yaum can be Yaumun or Yauman or Yaumin. Okay. When you say the meaning is still day. Here it's still Muhammad. Only that its position. Like here, he is the doer of the act. This is the verb. The one that doing the verb is Muhammad. So he must have front vowel sign. What is depan? Dhammah. Okay. Here, the word Muhammad become the one that being seen by me. Ra'aitu, I saw Muhammad. So Muhammad is the object that being seen by this verb. So Muhammadan. And here, marartu bi Muhammadin. I pass by bi Muhammadin. When the preposition, the huruf jar is in front, it must be Muhammadin. The word Muhammad is Muhammad. Only it become what? Inside the sentence. It become what? As the doer or the one being done to, or in front of it has any preposition. So the sound we differentiate the meaning of the whole text, not the words. Like the word yaum will be say day. You like it or not, it's day. Yaum is day. Will not change. The word day is day. But the end vowel sign you can see it inside the Quran varies. And sometimes the word yaum will be in front of it al-yaum. Like inside the ayah of the Quran, al-yauma akmaltu lakum dinakum. Al-yauma akmaltu lakum dinakum. Al-yauma today. Akmaltu lakum dinakum. I perfect for you your religion. Al-yauma akmaltu lakum dinakum. Today I perfect for you your religion. In the Surah Al-Fatihah, you say, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin, Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin. You say, Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alamin, all praises be to Allah, Lord of universe, all the universe. Ar-Rahmanir Rahim, the most gracious, the most merciful. Maliki Yawmiddin, the owner or the king of the last day or the day of judgment. The Yawm is still like that inside the Quran, will be like that. Only that, like I said, you will find it inside the Quran. Sometimes Yawmu, sometimes Yawma, sometimes Yawmi, and sometimes with Alif Lam. We'll find it inside the Quran with Alif Lam, Al Yawma, like that. Sometimes it's like this, sometimes it's like this. So that is the meaning of interchangeable. The word is interchangeable. So we'll not find it in the Quran in just one form. Understood? Means that the word Yawm will not be like that in the Quran in one form only. So inside the Quran, the word Yawm is being used around 530. No. Wait. More than that, I think. Yawm 313, 330. 346 times in the Quran with alif lam or without alif lam. Okay, and it is its plural form 28 times. Okay, the word Yawm have its plural form. The plural form is Ayyam. 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 Days. Days. So inside the Quran is there. 28 times. The word Yawm itself 346 times. With alif lam or without alif lam? With alif lam or without alif lam? Okay. Maybe we can go a little. Okay, Ashraf, can you open Al-Baqarah, verse number 8? Verse number 8. Verse number 8. Al-Baqarah. Verse number 8. So the word yaum, don't forget. Yaum. You must remember, because this is the thing that you should remember, memorize. The second one, like the usbu, is none inside the Quran. The shahr is there, sanah is there, am is there. The other three one is there. The usbu is not there. Only that you put there for all of you to know the usage of usbu. Week. 1 week. Usbu. Okay. Allah Ta'ala said in ayah number 8. Allah Ta'ala said, A'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim. Wa minan nasi man yaqulu amanna billahi wa bil yaumil akhir wa ma hum bimu'minin. Wa minan nas. Wa and min among. Can be among, can be from. There is among and among. An-nasi, human. An-nas, human. Man yaqulu. Man, whoever, or he, who yaqulu, say. Amanna billah. Amanna, we believe. Billah, with Allah. Wa bil yaumil akhiri, and with the last day. But Allah said, wa ma hum bimu'minin. But they don't they believe not. They are not believers. Wa ma hum, they are not believers. Ma there is not ma. Ma there is not the ma we learned before. The ma we learned before is whatever. That ma is no. Wa ma hum bimu'minin. Ma there is negative particles that we use to say not. They are not. They are not. Okay? The ma is to deny. The one that we learned before, the ma was whatever. Mimma razaqnahum, from whatever we give them as provision. Okay, so here ma is for that. Okay, other than that, Ashraf, can you open? There the ma is the word yaum is being given kasrah vowel sign, is it? Al yaum, bil yaumi, yeah. Okay, Al-Baqarah 113. 113. 13. Not 30, 13. 13. 13. 13. I know my English not good. 13. 13. Okay. 113. Here we'll see the word yaum or yaum will be with fathah vowel sign. Fathah vowel sign. Allah said in that ayah about the disputes between the Jew and the Christians. Ayah, naam. Allah said, A'udhu billahi minasyaitanir rajim. Wa qalatil yahudu laysatin nasara ala syai'. Wa qalatin nasara laysatil yahudu ala syai'. Wahum yatslunal kitab, and said by the Jews, laisatin nasara, the Christians are not upon anything, are not ala syai'in, upon anything, not upon any base. They don't have any evidence being said by the Jew about the Christian. And the Christians said also, Laisatil Yahudu ala shay. The Jews are not upon anything. Wahum yaslun al-kitab. And they, Allah said, wahum, and they, means the Jew and the Christian, both of them, yaslun al-kitab. They recite the book. Means from the book that they be given to them, the Torah and the Injil, they should know about what from each side their rights. Because the teaching of Moses and the teaching of Jesus, both of them are prophets of Allah. And both the teaching are true from Allah. So for them to deny each other, well, they actually from the one base religion, is something ridiculous. So they recite the book, but they are saying like that. Allah said, كَذَلِكَ قَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ مِثْلَ قَوْلِهِمْ. كَذَلِكَ, as that, similar to that. قَالَ الَّذِينَ لَا يَعْلَمُونَ, said those who doesn't know. Those who doesn't know. Who is this who doesn't know? Those who didn't receive any book. Like the Arabs. They are saying the same thing. They're saying that the Prophet doesn't have anything. These people doesn't have anything. We have everything. Even though they don't have any evidence. Okay? Allah said, مِثْلَ قَوْلِهِمْ, same as قَوْلِهِمْ, they are saying. Still accusing each other that they are not upon anything. This one is not upon anything. Allah said, فَاللَّهُ يَحْكُمُ بَيْنَهُمْ يَوْمَ الْقِيَامَةِ فِيمَا كَانُوا فِيهِ يَخْتَلِفُونَ. So Allah, then Allah, so Allah, يَحْكُمُ بَيْنَهُمْ, will rule, will make rule between them, will judge between them. Yaum al-qiyamah, when? See, the word yaum. Yaum al-qiyamati, fima kanu, in what? In whatever. Kanu, they before. Fihi, about it. Yakhtalifun, have disputes. They dispute each other. They contradict each other. Allah will judge them about that. So the word yaum al-qiyamah. See, yaum al-qiyamah came as in the word yaum there, having the fathah vowel sign. Okay. And if Ashraf can open for us Surah Al Imran. Oh no, Al-Ma'idah, verse number 3. Verse number 3. Al-Ma'idah, verse number 3. Inside it is the ayah that we always heard our Sheikh Husni Hafizahullah always remind us about the perfectness of this religion, the completeness of the religion is actually from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Number 3, but we don't want the... Okay. Wait. Verse number 3. Allah Ta'ala said, A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. Hurrimat alaykumul maytatu wad-damu wa lahmul khinziri wa ma uhilla li ghairillahi bih. Hurrimat. being prohibited. Prohibited. Yeah. Alaikum, upon you. Alaikum, upon you. Assalamu alaikum, salam upon you. So you see the word alaikum you put it there is upon you. Okay, you don't have to worry. Hurrimat alaikum, prohibited upon you. Al-maitatu, al-maitatu, dead animals, means that without proper slaughtering, without Sharia proper slaughtering, is called as maitah. It's called as maitah. Yeah, the word mayat they say from the same, but the word for maitah means that an animal that not being slaughtered properly is called maitah and cannot be eaten. Cannot be eaten. Cannot be eaten. Yeah, it's actually forbidden because it's not being slaughtered properly according to the Sharia. If the Jews they have the cautious, they must they can only eat the kosher meat that follow the way of slaughtering that they follow. Now in Islam, we have the way. You know, the slaughtering in Islam, you must cut at least 4 vein. No, it's not vein. 2 vein and 2 big, pipe. From the front will be the breathing and the food and water will come from the front. The vein from the right and the left, the one that takes the blood to the brain and from the brain. But normally, if just from here, it's enough. It can die just the two source of waste. I say not vein. Vein will be blood. What can you say? The breathing for breathing and food from the front will be there. From this side and this side is for the blood to come up to the brain and come down from the brain. So that is the way. You have to slaughter it in the name of Allah. In the name of Allah. You cannot slaughter it in the name of mountain, the name of jinn. Cannot. Even though we know that some people are doing that. Some people is slaughtering animals in the name of the dead people, or actually giving the animal to the dead person, or to the ghost, or to the shaitan, everything. It forbid for you from eating it. It's considered as maitah. Yeah. Wadamu, and blood. Adam, blood. Originally, the word blood here consists of any blood. If we say blood, any blood. But when you know this ayah, Ma'idah number 3, there is 3 more inside the Quran that have the same meaning. In Al-Baqarah 173, Al-Ma'idah here 3, An-Nahlu 115. So these 3 ayah, the words blood only say blood. Blood. Blood is forbid for you. Okay. But in the Surah Al-An'am, verse 145 is being distinguished with the word daman masfuhan, blood that being spilled during the slaughtering. So any blood inside the vein, inside the meat, inside the bone is permissible. The blood that being gushing out during slaughtering, you cannot collect it. Some people collecting that blood. My friend said to me, when they slaughter chicken, they will take the blood and put it inside the fridge and they will cook it after that. And when I said to him, what is the taste? Like liver. Exactly like the liver. The liver. He said, but like liver, he said. So that is not permissible in Islam. However, you you cannot do that. But in some places in Africa or some tradition, like I said just now, people taking the blood of chicken and put it inside the fridge, and cook it again, to eat. Yeah, the blood cube. Ah, ha, 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 ha. Okay, okay. Yeah, for them, sometimes they say it's actually just like liver. But we in Islam, being said by the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, uhillas lana maitatan wadaman, being permissible for us to blood and to dead animal, dead things without slaughtering. The first two are permissible for us: al-kabidu wa tahal. Al-kabid, liver, wa tahal. I don't know what tahal is. Limper. Limper. That two organ are consist of blood, actually. But the Prophet said it is permissible for us two blood, and two dead animal without slaughtering. The first two blood is actually the liver and also the limper. I think huh? Spleen, is it? I don't know. Not really that big. Okay, limper. And the two dead animal are the two dead animal that permissible for us as samak, fish, because you don't slaughter fish. You don't slaughter the fish. Did you slaughter the fish? No. Even if the fish being taken from the sea by a non-Muslim, is still permissible for you. The fish being caught by a person who are not a Muslim is still permissible for you, because the fish are not something that you must slaughter. Okay? And grasshopper. I say grasshopper is actually, people doesn't understand. Locust. In Africa, in Arab country, during some season, it seems like the grasshopper, but it's bigger. They say it's bigger, and will come with no millions. We in Malay say belalang juta. No, actually in our words is belalang juta. In English they call locust. It came to the side of people like a storm. Then that particular locust or grasshopper thing, like, you can just pluck it and eat it. They say it's just like shrimp. If you had tried it, I don't know, because my father-in-law, he went to, where did he went? I don't remember. He came back. He went to Indonesia, to some place. He came back. He brought a pack of grasshopper, fried grasshopper, to our house. He said for Adli. And I tried. It's just like a shrimp. Because that particular insect is big, like that one. But the locust is no bigger. So without slaughtering is permissible for you. It's permissible for you. So anyway, then I said about the four ayah in the Quran. Al-Baqarah 173, Al-Ma'idah 3, this one, Al-Nahlu 115, and Al-An'am 145. Three places Allah Ta'ala doesn't mention what blood. Just say blood. Just say blood. Some people wrongly understood this ayah, and suddenly when you cook, or the meat still have blood in it, on the meat. Like I said, they wrongly understood. They start to wash the meat. No, wash until it become white. You see, the blood is there. Wash it by saying salawat upon the Prophet. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad, Allahumma salli ala Muhammad. And then they thought that they are cleaning the meat from the blood. Like I said, the blood inside the meat, inside the bone, inside the vein are permissible. It's halal. Even Aisha said, the Prophet Sallam bite a meat, and the blood is still dripping from the meat, and the Prophet doesn't throw it away. We in Malaysia happen like that. Some people eat the chicken and said, "Oh, astaghfirullahalazim, it's meat." He said, because blood, the blood is there. So must understand which blood is meant. Even though the danger of like chicken, not meat, not the beef or or lamb. For chicken, we afraid about if the contamination of the blood with a few disease like salmonella and everything. So we must cook it thoroughly for that, because of the disease. If not, nothing is prohibited in there. So the blood there, this in this ayah is explained in the Surah Al-An'am 145. So understand about that, because we afraid, because in early 2000 there are movement, some of the Ustaz, I don't know why, they start to teaching people to wash the meat until white, and then only you can eat it, because as long as the blood is there, it's still red, then it is forbidden for you to eat it, because the blood is forbid. And even ridiculously, some of our friend, wrongly understood, they thought that if your clothes being sprinkled with the curry of a meat, you cook curry, meat curry, and some of the curry spill on your clothes, you cannot wear it to prayer, because the sauce of the curry already been mixed with the blood of the meat. To that extent, they are eating, but on the body, they said, nah, it is not permissible. Wrongly understood, okay? Be careful. Okay. Walahmul khinzir, and the meat, the flesh of swine. Even though the Quran said the flesh of the swine, it doesn't mean that other part of the swine is permissible for you. Because when the Prophet ﷺ said about that, during his entrance into Mecca, conquering Mecca, he told the people of Mecca that Allah Ta'ala already forbade the selling of not the flesh of the swine, the swine. Because at that time, people actually in the Arab country are eating swine. They are eating that particular animal. But the effect of Islam on the Arabs people, they don't recognize the swine anymore. I met my home. We actually rent a home in Sana'a for our student association. The homeowner, may Allah Ta'ala have mercy upon his soul. He died a few years ago. More than 10 years ago, by accident. But he actually, this guy, he cannot read. Illiterate or unlettered. So rich inside Sana'a, he have many houses. He will come past every month to just collect money. So stingy, so stingy. Doesn't have any mercy. Every time he look at us, he want to raise up the rent. And when I say he doesn't read, he doesn't understood. The pipe of the public source of water came into the house. The water only will come around twice or thrice or twice a week into the water tank in our house. But we actually we know about that, and we are buying outside water from the water tank to fill that tank, water lorry to fill that tank. But our homeowner, he actually forbid us to take or make gathering inside the house with many people, because afraid that the source of water inside the ground will finish because you are using everything. He's like that. He doesn't understand. I remember once, I stood in front of him with the book, with a magazine of Majallah Ijazul Ilmi about the comparative about science and Quran, science and hadith. So in front of the magazine is a picture of a few swine, pigs. So I'm passing in front of him. Then he said to me, "What is that?" I said, "Khinzir." He said, "No, no." He doesn't know how to read. It's written there, Khinzir. What if disease will come from the pig? But he doesn't know how to write, how to read. So I said to him, "Read this, Khinzir." I don't read, but I know that is buffalo. I said, no buffalo. He doesn't know. He doesn't recognize a swine because to the extent when Allah Ta'ala, the Prophet Sallallahu when he stood up in Mecca, when he conquered Mecca, he told those people, Allah Ta'ala forbade the selling of pig, dead animal, without slaughtering, the idols, liquor or intoxicated drinks. Starting from today, nobody sell it here. So the Prophet mentioned, he doesn't mention the flesh of swine. He mentioned swine. So from that we know that when inside this ayah saying lahmal khinzir, you don't go and say that, Ustaz, it's just saying about the flesh of the swine. Bakute is not the flesh of swine. It's the bone of the swine. I remember some of the this is danger, the danger of people when they want to understand the ayah of the Quran by logic. Because when Allah Ta'ala forbid that, if another usage of the swine is permissible, then you will find it that the companion will be doing it, will be using it. Even if you say that the leather of the swine can be used, then you can, have a farm of swine just to sell the skin. If you are an Ustaz, people will say that Ustaz Khinzir because he have. Because when you can get, be careful about that. Because none of the benefit should be taken from the swine. It's mentioned there about the lahmul khinzir. Okay. Wama uhilla li ghairillahi bihi. And whatever is dedicated to other than Allah. Means you put something for other than Allah. That you slaughter for the mountain, you slaughter for the scan, anything. For the first one, that without slaughtering. This one, you give it to something, to a deity. This something that must be reminded because some of our Malay brothers, they went to the Chinese graveyard. When people there put some drinks and some fruits. This guy came and took it away and they eat it. Because they already give it away to a deity, even though it's not slaughtering. Anything that being given for that, you cannot eat it. Because it's already being dedicated to other than Allah. Now for human, it's okay. You want to give it to Ahmad, but Ahmad is not here, you eat it. Okay. But you want to give to the shaitan, the jinn, to other god and everything, is not permissible for you to eat it. But our brothers and sisters, when we mention about these things, some of them said, Ustaz, when I was small, I did that. I went to the grave. I took the apples, the oranges, the canned drinks and everything. When I kotak, box of juice, and it's not for you. I remember saw a video, in Indonesia, they have places like that. They put even nasi, no nasi bungkus, wrap rice inside. All the things there, the chicken. This guy went there and eat everything in front of the camera. Yarhamkallah, inhamitallah. You know what I just said? May Allah have mercy upon you if you praise Allah. Yarhamkallah, inhamitallah. Okay. So this guy was eating. He said, give me this way, I eat. It's so wrong. Don't do that. Okay. But in this ayah, particularly, there are certain way of death for the animal that essentially will make the animal become forbid for us from being eaten. He said, wal munkhaniqatu. Wal munkhaniqatu, and the animal that being strangled. Strangled from the head. Die by strangling. Die by strangling. Wal mawqudatu, and the animal that being hit on the head with something. Okay? Wal munqaniqatu wal mawqudatu wal mutaraddiyatu, and the animal that falling down from high places. Wal munqaniqatu wal mutaraddiyatu. Where's the mutaraddiyatu? Mawqudatu, the animal that being hit with something hard on its head. I remember I saw a scene. Few Indians guy, when they are slaughtering sheep or goat, I think they hit the head with something, and after that they chop the head. That is not the way of Islam. So one natihatu, a natihatu, the animal that died because being stabbed with the horn of another animal. Two cows fighting, the other one, use his horn and stab it, on the other animal, and the animal died. Then that is not permissible for you to eat it. Wama akala sab'u, and whatever being eaten by the wild animal, means that the tiger catch the deer or the cow, came already eating it. So it's not permissible for you to eat that. Illa except ma dakkaitum, whatever that you are able to slaughter. Zakkaitum, you slaughter, means that before eat death. Before eat death, you slaughter it. You manage to slaughter it, then it permissible. It's like the animal is strangling, but still have life. It cannot be alive anymore after that. But you manage to slaughter it, then it's permissible for you. Or falling from high places. Because of that, some of our friends actually bringing parang inside their cars. If they hit any animal, they will slaughter it quickly, so that it is not just become waste for the owner. Slaughter it. Hope if the owner want the money, they will take the animal. You slaughter it, you get the animal. If not, you already slaughtered the animal for the owner, so he can eat it. Because normally the animal will not die immediately. Will start to struggling. During the struggle, means that the life is still there. You can slaughter it. From that ayah, particularly, we actually have to remind our brothers who involved in the Qur'an. Qur'an every year. Do you remember people actually during Qur'an, they have the idea that if the animal being slaughtered but didn't die, so it be left like that. You cannot slaughter it again. If you raise the knife and put it again, then the second time you put it, by the blood that is there, They said because it is najis, so the animal is become something that cannot be eaten. Ha. So when they said to me like that, I said, read this ayah. You know, if the animal being injured by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ways, this ways that Allah Ta'ala mentioned, munkhaniqatu means strangled, al-mawqudatu being hit with the hard object, or mutaraddiyatu fall from high places, or even being eaten by some of being jumped by the wild animal. If you manage, the animal is injured, if you manage to slaughter it, it become halal. I said, why did our brother injure the animal and you cannot slaughter it again? Why? He injured the animal. So, and you are looking at the animal, what to do. I don't know what to do. You know, sometimes the animal was standing. The neck was exposed, was still standing. Normally it's because they didn't cut the vein correctly. Because of that, means that the blood is still going to the head. You know, some chicken can lose its head but still being alive because the blood is being sent to the head, even though it doesn't see anything. As long as the brain getting the source of oxygen and nutrition, the animal can be alive. So that is something that is wrong, because in this ayah is clearly being said there. If the animal is being 1, 2, 3, 4, mean injured like that, as long as you can or you manage to slaughter it, it become permissible for you to eat. You don't leave the animal standing up like that, not knowing what to do. It's so wrong. Because in this particular ayah, Allah Ta'ala mentioned about animal being injured with that way, being struck, being falling down from high places, strangled, charged by any wild animal. But if you manage to slaughter it, Allah Ta'ala said it's permissible for you. Illa ma dhakkaitum. Illa ma dhakkaitum. And also, you cannot eat wama dhubiha ala nusub, and whatever being slaughtered upon the idols. Mean that you slaughter the animal for the idols, for this idol, for that idol. And some people actually they are doing that, the slaughtering of animal. I don't know this practice is being done in Malaysia or not. Because in Indonesia, I can see videos. They are slaughtering animal at the base of a house. You know, they want to build a house. So at the base, concrete of the house, they will slaughter the animal. You know, to make sure that the house is blessed and being protected, the jinn will be going away. That is the belief. Some of our people, our friends, said that during the building of Jambatan Pulau Pinang, there are some practice like that. Wallahu alam. Because some people have that belief. You go to the construction site, some of the Chinese contractor, they are doing that. They put something there because they're afraid of things. The unseen genie will stop them from building anything there. I remember in one particular videos from Indonesia, they are doing that. They want to slaughter the animal for that particular place. But you know, the knife doesn't cut. The knife is not cutting. So the goat is standing back. Not cutting. When they cut the rope, actually the knife is cutting everything except the neck of the goat. I will share with you the videos. So amazed because the animal, doesn't agree to be slaughtered for the usage of other than Allah. The animal cannot be slaughtered. After that, they actually, every one of them after that started what to do, because you cannot slaughter this goat. It's not dying. You cannot even cut the neck of the goat. That is happening there. Okay. It said there, wa an taqtasimu bil azlam, and also being forbid by your God, is actually to seek decision. Tastaqsimu, you seek decision bil azlam, with the arrows. They use the arrow to predict what will happen, whether to do it or not. This is being done when the grandfather of the Prophet, Abdul Muttalib, when he want to slaughter his son Abdullah, the father of our Prophet, he make the decision not to slaughter by using this way. Yeah, because that is their belief at that time. Because he make a vow that if his son, he actually being the people of Mecca try to take away his right about the well of Zamzam, because he's the one that found it back, the well of Zamzam, when Ismail, just moving his feet, so the water gushing out. So, but one of the tribes that conquer Mecca before, they seal the Zamzam and not been found after that. So Abdul Muttalib, when he came to Mecca, he found Zamzam by himself. So the people of Mecca try to take it away from him, the right, because he is one of the people. He cannot be the only one. They said it like that. So he make a vow: if I win this matter, and my children arrive at 10 numbers, number 10, I will slaughter the number 10. And the number 10 is Abdullah. So his relative doesn't want him to do that. So they said, come and we make the judgment through the arrow. So they throw the arrow. For the first time, still Abdullah should be slaughtered. So his family said, then pay 10 camels. 10 camels, to buy the life of Abdullah. Second time, 10, until 100. Until 100, the 11th time, it fell on the other side. So he did make it 3 times. So Abdullah being bought his life through the arrow with 100 camels. So Allah Ta'ala said in this ayah, wa antas taqsim bil azlam, don't you make decision by arrow. He said there also, dhalikum fisk, that is grace disobedience. Al-yawma, today, ya isal ladina kafaru, those who disbelieve, ya isa, has been disbelief, have despaired, become despair. Ya isa, become hopeless or despair. Ya isal ladina kafaru min dinikum, from your religion. They cannot change it anymore. They cannot do anymore because your religion is really strong. Fala takhshawhum wakhshawni. Fala takhshawhum, then don't fear them. Wakhshawni, then fear me. Al-yawma, today, akmaltu lakum dinakum, I perfected for you dinakum, your religion. Wa atmamtu alaikum, I completed atmamtu alaikum, upon you, ni'mati, my provision, my blessing, my favor. Wa raditu lakumul islam madina, and I am pleased, or approve Islam as your religion. if this, I am pleased or I approve for you Islam as religion. And that is forbid to be eaten. That is forbid. But Allah Ta'ala said, "Famaniturra fi makhmasatin." Famaniturra. Then whoever is forced, fi makhmasatin, being forced in grave hunger, in severe hunger, not just little hungry. Because some people went to overseas, they're looking at people eating burgers and he said that, well, I think it can because I'm hungry. No, severe hunger. If you can eat anything else, you eat anything else. Just the bun, just the no, everything, the vegetables, the potatoes, eat it. Don't go into that area. The animal that, like we said, not being slaughtered in the way of Islam by Sharia laws, you cannot eat it. Consider as a dead animal. The meat to become burgers and everything, you cannot eat it. So here Allah said, "Famaniturra fi makhmasatin," whoever being forced by severe hunger, ghairu mutajanifin lil ithmi, with no inclination to sin. You don't have the intention to do the sin. Some people, come brother, we hunger ourselves, then we eat. They like it. I don't know why. فَإِنَّ اللَّهَ غَفُورًا رَحِيمًا. Then indeed Allah Ta'ala is most forgiving and most merciful. So remember about this ayah. So the word al-yawma, today, this day. So in the Quran, remember yawm is actually day. Inside the Quran, you will see it as al-yawma, yawmun, yawman, yawmin, al-yawma, al-yawmi, al-yawmu, day. Just remember, yawm is day. Yep. Normally, when the word today, it will be al-yawma, alif, lam, and the mim. Remember, before it doesn't have anything. Doesn't have anything. Al-yawma. Today. Al-yawm. Today. Al-yawm. You don't say the day. This day. Today. Al-yawma. Normally when you use the alif lam for the word the, normally in other words you have the. Al-madrasah, the school, al-masjidu, the masjid, the mosque, al-baladu, the country, as-sama'u, the sky. You will say the. But when you say al-yawma, today. Al-yawma, today. Okay? Is that particular usage, inshallah. Okay? And then inshallah it will be the usage of ayyam. So we go after this, inshallah next week. And after that, we go into Ramadan. So the class will be how? After Ramadan. Continuously in Ramadan? In Ramadan. You want to come before iftar? You want to iftar here? Just asking. You can do the voting inside the group, inshallah. Look into it, inshallah. Because sometimes not to be, what you say, productive in Ramadan is wrong. Because sometimes online, maybe, inshallah. But the thing is, like I said, we try to make productive in Ramadan. Normally, when you are actually hungry, your mind will be clearer than when you are actually full. So inshallah, we'll try to look into it. Either maybe we can see, because if inside Ramadan maybe 3 times we can actually get iftar here before come in before iftar we have our class. Wallahu alam. Okay, just by sitting, not through opening everything. because normally this hall will be designated for qiyam, insyaAllah. Okay? Okay, wallahu alam. Any question? Okay, alhamdulillah. Wallahu alam. Wa sallallahu ala Muhammadin wa sallam, alhamdulillah rabbil alamin. Subhanakallahumma wa bihamdika asyhadu an la ilaha illa anta astaghfiruka wa atubu ilaik. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi